pushed my button. And now we wait and see. Oh, geez, my YouTube studio went live. Holy crap. So did yours.
Wow. That's exciting. I like when things
that's
work when they're
once
supposed
in the last,
to.
what, 5 broadcasts?
Yeah.
I will say this. Everybody complains about it.
Okay, so I'm polykiss.
Yep. I'm hyperlynx. At least it says so anyways. Somebody might want to check my ID.
And we are doing this, that, and then some.
Sorry. I've got too many coffee cups on the go. I can't remember which one I was drinking out of.
Now, I'm polykiss, but my
YouTube channel says polychick because polykiss was taken.
Polychick BC, which is my Twitter.
It's your Twitter handle. We should change your logo to match that.
What, Polychick BC?
Yeah.
No.
No.
That's fine.
You like polykiss?
Polykiss is who I am.
The only problem is if they search polykiss, they won't find you on YouTube.
True. That's true.
There is a way to get it to redirect, but that's for another day. Oh, a little bit of housekeeping. Make sure you go over to the YouTube channels.
Yes.
And make sure they're muted and give yourself a like.
Okay.
You may have to refresh them. Refresh the page.
Now, is this going to do that thing again?
Okay, hit refresh.
Go live.
No, stay on home.
Oh, you told me to go live.
It's
Okay.
right there.
Yes.
That's it there.
Yes.
Hit.
Hit what?
Click on the little night doodad.
Yes.
Yeah, you're muted.
I'm muted.
And give yourself a like.
Okay.
And then go over to mine and do the exact same thing.
Okay, and over to yours.
There. And I just pop back and forth into yours because I can't see your chat any other way.
Where are you? Oh, right there. I do this.
Yep. And it's muted. And give yourself a like.
And there's a like.
Yay.
There we go.
Yay.
Okay.
That's just a bit of housekeeping that we can't do until we're actually live. Sorry, you have to put up with that.
Yeah.
Although I've found and you've found that most of our viewers come after the fact.
Yes, yeah.
Which is fine.
That's true.
Which is fine.
That's true.
I mean, we could just record this and just do it, but I prefer to be live sometimes.
So I am Polykiss, but for today I am Princess Polykiss.
Oh, Princess Polykiss. Why?
Of the realm.
Of the realm. Oh,
Yes.
hang on. More housekeeping.
Here's my regal wave.
More housekeeping.
See?
Look, more housekeeping today.
What housekeeping?
New toys.
What new toys?
I got it fixed.
The thing over there. Yeah.
Make sure you subscribe, comment, leave a like.
Yes, and I'll just.
And the royal wave. Yeah, this is my royal wave.
No, yours is this.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, but I'm no.
Hey, we're inside 2 minutes, so I didn't want to do that.
Okay.
Oh. I'm gonna mute that. Hang on, I have to mute things.
Okay.
I have 5 audio channels going here and really only need 1 for the show.
So I had a bunch of wild stuff go this week.
Quite a bit. I got a bit to talk about. By the way, I found a new site to look up our news. Make sure you hook up your Google News feed.
Oh yeah.
And it gives you everything from all the networks in Canada and North America.
Oh.
Speaking of North America, I saw a rant today on everybody's favorite software.
Yes.
Talking about Americans confusing us, saying we're American because we live in North America.
Well, we're North American.
We're North Americans. We're not, just because it has America in it doesn't make us an American. Please know I would not do that. Wish that on my worst enemy.
What, to be American?
Oh, God, they're horrible, some of them.
Well,
shouldn't talk. I have American relatives.
I have tons of American relatives. Americans are lovely, but there are some that are problematic. That's all there is to it.
Is that the word you're going to use today? Problematic?
But that would be the same of Canadians. There's Canadians that are problematic.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd go that far. Some of them have issues.
There's one with the initials PP that's very problematic.
I love that. Yeah, that ad we saw today where he said Trudeau's spending more money on five trips, blah, 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 right? And then the guy says, well, here's the spreadsheet of what everybody spends because it's a matter of public record. Who spent more?
Mr. PP.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And all of those trips were necessary trips. They were for diplomatic responsibilities.
With Justin Trudeau.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, that's his job, is to represent
It's his job. Well, It's to represent us when the Governor General isn't around.
Yes.
Although they were both at the coronation.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, I saw.
I wasn't quite sure about that dress, but I saw that dress at 4 a.m. So
Yeah, so that's the other reason why I'm Princess Polykiss, is because I spent pretty much all day Saturday watching
coronation
things to do with the coronation.
In fast forward some of it.
Some of it, yeah, because I didn't get up. I was up until midnight and maybe 12:30, and then that was it. All I could do.
That was the end of that noise, right?
Yeah. So then we recorded it. So then I got up in the morning, watched some of it.
Oh, the lights are on.
Oh dear! And then I watched the Canadian the festivities in Ottawa,
which is a little weird,
and the unveiling of the new commemorative coin
with Charles's face on the back,
and the stamp. The stamp is quite a nice photo of him.
Yeah, the only problem is who uses stamps anymore, really?
Well, I do. I send letters to my grandkids.
Sorry, I'm just playing with my microphone.
I
here.
use stamps. I don't usually request, but yeah. But I like the flowers and stuff.
You just get whatever they give you, right?
Yeah, it's whatever's there. And then there's a new crown.
Yep.
A Canadian crown for King Charles III. That's so some people have that embroidered on their uniforms and like that. Right?
Oh, there's the new. What do they call it?
So they're going to change that, and then there's a new flag.
Yeah, they call it something. The crest they wear, they call it something because it's on the mailboxes in England too, and they all had to be changed.
Yeah.
Signal.
Signet. Yeah, the signet.
And I actually found out why there's an R.
The CR. It means Rex.
Yeah, which is Latin for what?
King.
Yeah, and what was Regina?
Latin for queen.
Yeah, and it wasn't vagina they were saying the other day.
It did actually really sound
it did
like,
sound like there's a lot of memes going around about that.
Yeah, there's some interesting memes about the coronation and
there's some people that are recording it live and they giggled the whole time like, oh, is your hearing that bad?
Well, it was Latin, so
yeah, it's because it's Latin. And who studies Latin anymore?
What it sounded like in English was...
Did you take Latin in school?
No.
I did.
Did you?
I didn't friggin' pay attention though.
They didn't teach it when I was in
I didn't pay attention as for the reason I had to use Google to figure out what Rex meant.
Yeah, I took a bunch of other languages in university, but only French and English in high school.
Just a bit of question here. Are you getting a hiss off my microphone?
No.
Okay. Because sometimes when the fan is on, you can hear the fan every time I open my mouth. That means I'm a windbag.
So it's a big deal. I've yet to see the recording of the.
Yeah, we'll watch it. We'll watch it later.
The concert. We'll watch it later.
We'll watch it after Papa goes to bed.
But it's you know.
You don't want to bore him to death again.
It is even. I'm not sure I'm a fan of this particular group of the monarchy.
The working royals, as they're called.
The working royals, yes. I mean, they've all got their causes, and they're good. They mean to be good people.
They mean to be good people. They have a lot of
and
money.
all that stuff. But it's really just sort of distracting the family stuff. But I mean, every family has its
exactly. Like I said there this afternoon, the guy on the broadcast, the one broadcast, as annoying as he was, he was right that they're a family like everybody else.
Yeah, what channel was that? City?
That was City TV. Yep.
There's City TV's broadcast. It had the wonderful Lisa LaFlamme.
Yep.
And then I don't know who the guy was, but he went out of his way to contradict her at every breath.
Yeah, well,
and it was really annoying.
You should have watched the other one. I was yelling at the TV.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, I couldn't stand that woman.
Huh.
That was with Omar. What's his face?
Yeah.
Oh.
Sachedina.
Yes. I'm glad you can say that. I can't.
Yeah,
he's an all right dude. He was trying to get her to shut up. Although he actually was speechless when she said, I don't care where Prince Andrew belongs is in the back with the bathrooms.
Wow.
Yeah. He was, you could just hear him go,
yeah.
Which is pretty much what I did too. I mean, the guy has his problems, but that's just uncalled for, unprofessional.
It's not necessarily to be, hugely disrespectful.
It's unprofessional.
Yeah.
But
every family has its
of course
stuff,
I mean,
and
every family has its black sheep.
And there's
sheep.
So there's like and approve their behavior in general, and then how they're behaving, and it's so steeped in history. All this, and I'm watching this, all the historic stuff going on
handing
him his all regalia and all this stuff.
And that book.
The book that the book that describes the process of the coronation, written back in like 1300s or something, and it's carried around as if it's a Bible.
It's so old you wouldn't want to breathe on it.
Or some kind of scripture, and and they're very. All the swords and all the stuff, and I'm thinking, and all I could think about was the scenes in Planet of the Apes.
Yep.
And
you said that yesterday, and I had to think about it.
All the when he comes forward and we're reading from the thing, and this word of this, and it's been handed down through 1,000 generations and means probably nothing to what it meant
when it was written. Yeah.
And it's interesting how it's like a game of broken telephone, and you're looking at all this and you're wondering, I wonder if they really intended people to actually worship the rings and actually worship I don't know if you can actually. I know you can tour Westminster Abbey, and I think that book is actually locked in a case where you can see it. And that's cool from a historic thing. I mean, I'm a book person, and for me that's cool, and I'd be going, wow, it's that old. I don't even want to breathe in it. And
that's why I would be going to England, is to look at that stuff. From the historic
perspective, that's really amazing. And I was into watching all this stuff, but it just seems
I was watching the
pomp for our day and age, right?
The military side of it, because that's my thing. Mm-hmm. And the fact that it really pissed me off because they weren't talking about the Canadian troops went by, worked their asses off, and neither one of the broadcasts actually mentioned they saw them. Yeah, I saw the four RCMP on horseback. Yeah, that was cool. They've been in town for a week. I caught that. They were because they're celebrating their 150th anniversary. Yeah, and then there was a whole whack of various military from all different, from Australia. Every member of the Commonwealth sent somebody. Yeah, they had a handful of everyone, and that was really cool. So there's 4,000 people marching away there. Apparently they all went for drinks afterwards. On his return trip to the palace, right? And they all went for drinks after. Geez, I wouldn't want to have been in that pub. Holy crap. Service would have sucked. There's the day to have extra staff on in London, right? Oh, and those boys would tip. Well, I guess the weekend, the Friday, right, started off with listening to a message from the King and Queen in the tube. Did you hear about that? Yeah, and mind the gap. Yeah, it says, have a great coronation weekend and mind the gap. Yeah, and it occurred to me, I wondered if he knew from what mind the gap is all about. That's because he never takes it. When would he have been on the? When would he? Yeah, really. In a subway that you need to mind the gap. Oh well, okay. I don't know, because if you listen to Harry's book, he was taking the tube as a child. Oh yeah. With his minders. Yeah, it's difficult not to be judgy when you know the person's been raised a specific way, quite wealthy, and you think, well, what would they know about the common people? But I guess if they made an effort, and I did hear one thing about he's head of the military of all the branches, and he wanted to go through the training for one of them because he wanted to be able to look the soldiers in the eye that he actually knew. Who are we speaking of? Charles. Yeah. Charles. Well, Charles is Air Force. Yes, I know he was Air Force, and he was originally something else, and then he was Air Force. No, he started out Navy, wanted to fly. Yeah. Or was that Philip? No, that was Philip that wanted to fly. But he started out something else, and then he was Navy or Air Force, and then they were going to make him head of something else. I can't remember which thing, but he wanted to go through the training. He's now Commander in Chief. He wanted to go through the training, he said, so he could look the soldiers in the eye and
not be representing them
yeah.
without knowing what their deal was.
He surprised a few of them this morning.
I think that was pretty cool. Why?
Right? He decided he wanted to watch the guard changeover. It's not the official changing of the guard ceremony, which is twice a day, but there is a changeover in the morning.
Right.
And he surprised him, standing out there, dressed, of course, with a cup of coffee, watching them change the guard. Popped out of the door of the palace and watched.
Yeah, I wonder if. I mean, I know that the
His handlers would have freaked.
yeah, they have pretty intense handlers, but I wonder if he's finally feeling like, I can do what I want because Mummy isn't going to tell me otherwise.
That's a possibility. Hang on, I gotta undo my coffee cup.
How much of that sits in?
My the whole of my coffee cup isn't working.
Yeah, I think speaking as someone whose parents have also passed away recently, you do get through the stage of grieving to the point where you think, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, they're not around to notice whether I do that or not.
You mean like his memes that says 72-year-old man finally gets a job?
Well, yeah, but no, but I mean in terms of
he's used to having Mummy around the corner.
The stuff that you would do because Mom and Dad kind of liked you to do that.
Now you do it on your own,
or on a thing, and you either do it yourself or you go, wait a minute, I never liked doing that in the first place. Why am I doing
Screw
it?
They're not here. Do it. I don't have to.
Who's looking? Yeah. So I wonder how much of that is said.
Well, there was some during the coronation, so to speak, because he wanted to shorten it, and he wanted to change some things, and his people and handlers and the Archbishop in this one case said, no, you can't do that.
Yeah.
My response would have been, what do you mean? I'm the king. Actually, right now you're not.
Yeah. Well,
as the Archbishop would say, you ain't the king until I put that thing on your head.
Yeah. So maybe now that's what going out and seeing the guard is. Now they're his.
They're his subjects.
They're really his soldiers.
It's his military.
Yeah.
I saw Harry did the in and out kind of quick.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he has obligations to his own family as well.
He had a nice long chat with his aunt.
Anne? Yeah.
Yeah. They must have talked for they were in there for a good 20 minutes before they showed up.
Yes.
Those people sitting in that church, oh my God, I'd have fallen asleep for sure.
Yeah, it must have been warm in there, hey?
I guess Louis went for a wander.
Oh, yeah?
Everybody's up with all the internet's all in panic. Where'd he go? He went with his nanny.
Oh.
For a nap.
Oh, well, that's good.
And he made it back for the end.
Well, that's good.
But the whole internet was like, where'd he go? I was thinking.
Well, that was a long ceremony.
He probably went to the bathroom.
Yeah,
I know she was reported as saying to one of the, I don't know what they would be, bishops or whatever, going, I gotta pee.
Who, Camilla?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still say she looked scared when she had that crown on.
Yeah.
I think she was really worried she was going to drop it.
Yeah.
Well, it was 13 pounds each?
So they made comments about her adjusting it because her bangs were going in her eyes by the way it was fitting on her head.
Yeah.
And I saw someone on TikTok comment that the reason the crown was didn't sit right on her head was because it wasn't meant for her to wear.
Oh.
And I thought, whoa.
That's not nice.
Yeah.
Now, see, if we'd have been...
She's got over 300 charities. She works her butt off.
Yeah, well...
And I don't think that
I was waiting for the lightning to strike him when he was reciting his oath.
Yeah,
And like I said to you, I couldn't have gone in there. I was there once and wouldn't walk in the door. Too many dead people in that building.
Yeah, well, they're not, like really there.
Yeah, they are there.
No, but I mean...
Well, their bones are there. How's that?
Yeah.
Actually, in some cases, I don't think there's any of that left.
Yeah, well, it only bothers you because you know they're there. You just forget they're there.
You know what's really funny about that whole thing?
What?
Is Charles wouldn't get married in that building. He didn't get married in the Abbey.
Well, he married...
He married Diana, not in the Abbey either.
Oh,
you know
that's
right?
Why? Because he didn't want to walk over his
grandfather's grave, yeah. I guess he got over that.
Yeah, well, they probably didn't have a choice because it probably always has to be Westminster.
Yeah, where else would you have it that's big enough to hold that many anyways?
Yeah.
But yes, you can go to church service there too. I was reading it yesterday.
Yeah. But I thought it was kind of cool that it was so inclusive and there was
Oh, for sure.
a fair number of people involved in the ceremony that were also involved in Harry and Meghan's wedding.
Yes, because they know some of the same people and go in some of the same circles.
Yeah, and I thought that was interesting. That
I still like the thing about the Grim Reaper. Have you seen that?
no,
This guy walking behind them as the group of soldiers as they're walking in. You could swear to God he's a Grim Reaper with the hood and the whole bit.
yeah,
So funny. But that church just gives you the creeps just looking at it.
but it's quite the place. Yeah,
It is. I want to go
sure.
again. Yeah, I do.
Quite the place. Okay, so moving along.
Moving along.
The next
Oh,
exciting.
wait. I know what we're supposed to say. Continuing on.
No, we do not say continuing on. Not ever. Not ever. Not ever.
Guess what?
Continuing means
Don't
continuing on.
don't go watch my videos.
Why?
Because I said it a couple of times and I realized oops.
Oh, you're fired.
I said a couple of curse words too when I damn near fell off a cliff.
That's it.
Anyways, what have you got over there today?
Oh, then there was the guy that says he's Camilla and Charles's love child from back in '66. So he's he's an old fart like you.
Hey.
And he's he's claiming that he's next in line to the throne, not William, and that is bad news, because when you're adopted, you lose
all your rights.
Your family is not your former family is not your family.
Because it's all signed off on.
It's legal. Yeah. You've got nothing legal.
Nothing.
At least that's Canadian law. I'm assuming it would be the same.
Well, since ours is based on there somewhat, I'm assuming.
I would think so, but I don't know. But in Canada, if you're adopted, I used to work in adoption, provincial adoption office, and we'd get calls all the time by lawyers trying to find
so and so
the kid that was adopted of someone who'd passed away, who'd left stuff in their will for them. You're entitled to do that, but the kid has no rights to inheritance, because the act of adoption severs the ties with your birth family. Yep. Legally, there's no ties, so he has no birthright to the throne. He does look like Charles, though, so it's entirely possible, but
nobody's going to match those ears. I'm sorry.
Well, no, I think he's got Camilla's ears, but
that's okay then.
He does when he makes that face. But then a lot of people, could look like that. Who knows?
Who knows the royal family's secrets other than them?
Well, that's true. They have all kinds of interesting secrets, so who knows? So moving along.
Yeah. What you got?
I just happened to see that on my notes. Oh yes, there's that kid.
That kid?
Yeah, the kid that thinks he's there.
He's not a kid anymore.
Yeah. The first thing that happened this week was the passing of the daughter of a dear friend of mine. And she's the same age as my twins. They were buddies together in elementary school and first part of high school before we moved out here. Yep. And they've kept in touch over the years. And she was just a bright, shining star. And it was sad and a little bit infuriating what happened to her. She had been a person that was very health conscious and taken very good care of herself, and she had this terrible pain. She was in terrible pain, and she went to 2 different doctors,
and they did bubbly squat,
and they just went, oh, you've got a migraine, oh, here, have some painkillers,
here's some painkillers, go away.
And they didn't do testing that she asked for, and they
won't.
They just and it turned out to be an aneurysm, and it burst, and she had a seizure with it, and she was in a coma for a bit, and then she passed away. And she was 39 years old, and it is very, very sad. And it's, overwhelming. I mean, I didn't know her as well as my daughters did.
Yeah.
But I know her mom real well. Like, we were friends since we were like 12. and it's heartbreaking, and it's hard when you I know what it's like to lose a child, and it's something that you just never ever get over, and you never get over what might have been, what could have been. You just never get over that, and because she's so close in age to my two surviving daughters, it kind of struck home on several levels, because the child I lost was also a daughter, and it's overwhelming. But you kind of have to think. I was reading some of the comments and postings made by friends and relatives over the last week, and you have to think that this was a bright star, and focus on the positive, the love, the blessing that it was to have her in our lives and in this world, and the blessing that she is a organ donor, so the blessing of her gift to 5 families that gave them hope of health and perhaps life, depends on what organs you're getting, is amazing. And to focus on that, and not the anger of medical failure. I'm sure that there's these 2 doctors didn't go out of their way to be clued out on what was going on.
But still,
I'm thinking that an aneurysm is probably not an easy thing to pick up on. So
it usually requires a CT scan.
Yes. And I was reminded today, I was talking with my daughters a little bit about this today, and my one daughter reminded me that the same kind of thing happened when my father passed away. The doctor decided to do a procedure that wasn't particularly necessary, and that procedure caused his death. Absolutely, 100%. The guy, he was in the hospital because he broke his hip. They did surgery. The surgery was fine. He was up and around. Like that day I went after work to see him, and he'd been up and around walking, and he was looking forward to getting back to the seniors home and seeing mom and getting on with his life. And the next call I had a few hours later was that he was he had like blood poisoning and was not going to make it. And what the heck happened there? Well, what happened was they put a catheter in, and he had issues with those and did not like them, and so in his sleep pulled the thing out and caused a rupture and gave himself an infection that was in his bladder, which they didn't bother looking for, invaded his bloodstream, and he died from that actual thing, from that thing that the doctor did. And the doctor said, sort of flippantly, that she probably in retrospect shouldn't have done that, because she was trying to be helpful, that so he wouldn't have to deal with stuff. And so the catheter was meant to help him, and she meant that in all positive good intentions, but she didn't know his history and didn't know that he would react that way. And his Parkinson's was such that he
couldn't tell them.
No, he could tell them, but he was things went on in his sleep that he didn't understand himself, and it was to do with the Parkinson's. But he is reacted like, had they said to us, "Oh, we think we should put a catheter in," we would have said, "Whatever you do, don't do that," because we know there's a history. That should have been in his records. They should have been, or at least asked. But I guess they thought it was a minor thing. It shouldn't be a problem.
Because they do them all the time.
Yeah, so you don't know. So I mean, my mom was PO'd for the rest of her life about that. that
I can understand.
they took her husband away, and it would be very easy in this instance to be raging that this young woman passed away for no reason, but you don't
really
know that for sure. One thing. For another thing, being angry about it is probably not going to bring her back.
No.
And being angry about Dad and what happened there isn't going to bring him back. And
No.
but I can focus on what a miracle it was to have him in my life, and what his legacy is.
Yep.
And that's the same with Emily. We can focus on her legacy and what these 5 families that now have the gift of life. And I think these days every day somebody else passed with Gordon Lightfoot.
Yeah, I was going to talk about that, so you can go ahead and have that one.
Somebody else is passing away, or there's a shooting, or
an accident,
and it is so overwhelming sometimes that the negative, oh my God, everything's terrible, and it's easy to get into that mindset.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to one of my sons was talking about a dream he had, and we were talking about sometimes I think, oh well, what's the point? My age, I've got maybe 25 years, and they're probably going to be uncomfortable because I'm getting old and everything's falling apart. What's the point? Why what is the point? And to get sort of stuck in the, somebody's going to come through the door and shoot us all any second, or this, it's so easy to get that negative. But the problem with that is, number one, it's overwhelming and intense, and really doesn't help you get up in the morning and get out of bed if you get yourself overwhelmed like that. But also, it invites the negative to you.
Yep.
If you follow of this process of thinking positive and abundance and all that, I've read all that stuff, and you bring the abundance to you, and you think, yeah, whatever. But every negative thought brings with it negative thoughts. It attracts negative things happening to you. And, to try to think about the good thing. You can't fix the negative and what's happened, but you can make a difference in what can happen tomorrow. We can, look at gun control. We can look at, maybe there's somebody now going to develop a way to screen for aneurysms properly, or maybe we don't put catheters in guys. Like maybe we're learning and developing, and there's this negative thing has a positive outcome. 5 people now have eyes and organs and whatever, and that's amazing, and a miracle and wonderful. What else can happen? What's next? What's good that can happen next in this world that we can be a part of? That we can, let's not let these people pass away for no apparent reason. Let's make that there's a difference. They made a difference. Let's find that. And so you were going to talk about Gordon Lightfoot?
Well, I was, but you just hit on it, and I lost my, here it is. Did a visitation in Aurelia the other day.
He had
over 1,000 people.
Oh, they have a viewing visitation. I'm thinking he appeared.
Oh, he might have. You never know. Over 1,000 people an hour.
I was watching Ghostbusters earlier.
I can tell.
Yeah.
Over 1,000 people an hour filed through the church.
Wow.
Closed casket, of course. I don't know why people do open caskets anyway. Yuck.
Yeah, that's a bit intense.
It is. And of course, as the rain, it was raining, and just the lineup got longer and longer and longer and longer. And people standing outside the church in Aurelia, where he used to be a choir boy.
Yeah, I'd heard that he was a choir boy to start
I like
with.
what the church in Detroit did, though. That was really
That
nice.
was very cool.
Yeah.
So that's from the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
The church in Detroit rang 29 times for the sailors that
Yeah.
died on the Edmund Fitzgerald, and so they rang 30 times.
Yeah, at 2 p.m.
For the soldiers, the sailors, and
One
once
for Gordon.
For
Yeah.
Gordon. That I thought that was
was
very,
pretty cool.
very, very sweet. Yeah. Yeah.
And unfortunately,
it's so-
everybody gets old.
But that honors the difference that he made.
Yep.
Those sailors would never have been thought of if
Nope.
he hadn't have written that song.
There's so many ships that went down on that lake,
Yes.
and he just happened to pick one.
Yes.
Speaking of King Charles III,
Uh-huh.
we are getting our bills changed.
We will have
Yeah, the $20 bill and the coins only for
Yeah.
now.
and there's a commemorative coin and there's a stamp.
The Bank of England has revealed its new design for its 5, 10, 20, and 50-pound notes,
Yes.
featuring the king. While Canada's redesign will need to be approved by the king, royal experts say it won't be the same imagery as used by the Bank of England. Now, what I read is nothing gets changed until the official photo is taken after the coronation. That's where the official portrait comes from.
Ah.
And that's what they usually use. Usually.
Right.
But yes, I saw some of the footage from the concert today. We'll have to watch it out. There's only a couple of people on there that I know and would probably listen to. They got you to do the thing. The eyebrows are going all squirrely. I just noticed. But we'll have to watch it afterwards. I did do something for you.
What's that?
I put it in chat. I asked the 8-ball if the Leafs were going to come back and win this series.
Yes.
And it said, I think so.
Yes.
This
Oh
was-
yeah, that was the But
that was the other thing today.
Yeah, that's why we're late.
Right? We were
It's
watching
because
the
I had
Leafs.
to watch overtime because my Leafs were fighting their way in the second round, and they've
They're
lost.
getting mauled by a Panther.
Yeah, they're getting mauled by a Panther. It's
Yeah, like I said last round, they got all that money tied up in 4 players, and not one of them are doing squat.
well, Matthews was working his little butt there, and he got hurt. He worked through it,
So I got a few things
but
here.
the goalie got hurt, and that's
Yeah, that's a real
That's a-
nightmare. Unfortunately for them, though, is Matt Murray's available. He was actually on the bench.
But Wall did not a bad
No,
job.
I'd start him next game.
Yeah, he did not a bad job.
No.
At all.
He earned himself a start.
I would say, yeah.
I think they may look at buying Matt Murray out because that was a mistake. I'm sorry, I said that when they signed him. That was a mistake because he's injury prone.
Yes.
There are just some guys that get hurt just looking at a wall,
Yeah.
and some of them can play through it, and some of them can't. Oh, apparently we left the door open. I just heard the dog bark.
Oh, I don't see it.
No, it.
The dog.
The dog's actually doing well for those that know, because last week she wasn't done yet.
Yeah, she had surgery, and
She had surgery, and she's done quite well.
She's okay, fine.
And unlike most dogs, she didn't get a cone. She got a onesie, which I'll go on record saying she hated.
But she was pretty good. I mean, she didn't
She didn't lick at it, didn't
fuss
pick at
fuss
it,
about it.
fuss
Just
about it.
well,
She whined a couple of times when she tried to go upstairs.
we have put costumes on her before, so I think she just thought this was another one of Mom's weird costumes
Probably.
that I need to wear.
Well, she went upstairs there the first night, and she slept downstairs with me, which I don't want to do too often. That was uncomfortable. We need a couch that turns into a bed, and that would be fine.
Yeah.
Right?
The couch
But
is short, yeah.
she couldn't decide where to sleep. She couldn't get comfy.
Yeah.
Because she couldn't jump up on anything, and that really pissed her off more than anything.
Yes. Yeah, on the first day she was up there, when she jumped down, she kind of whined.
She kind of whined a bit because that hurt. It was always going down that hurt, never going up.
Yeah, but she climbed up those stairs to see what I was up to.
Oh yeah, but she went really slowly. Now she's flying up and down the stairs again.
Yes.
Which is why the gate's there.
Yes, and she just about took me out when I came home today.
Yeah, that was funny. But she doesn't like being left alone. She doesn't whine about it. She just waits till we get back and then completely jumps all over us.
Yeah, it's kind of cute. It's like they they think you're not ever coming back, and then you show up, you're like, oh, you came back.
Yeah, even though you're only gone for 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's very funny. It's very sweet.
So I got a few other things to talk about today.
It's nice to be loved like that.
Unless you want to do yours.
Yes, I wanted just my book. I want to show.
Do you want to stop for an ad break?
No, I just want to show my book.
Well, that's an ad break.
Look, it's here. It's probably
Uh-oh.
It's backwards.
No, it's not backwards.
Backwards? No.
Yeah,
The light there.
Yeah, you just sucked up all the light.
Do. This is my book. It's
and that line by your finger really pisses me off, and I really want to redo that cover.
And it's print. Look, and there's the back.
It looks awesome. I think it looks really good.
And these will be on sale
after Buccaneer Days, right?
Well, at Buccaneer Day, complete with this little bag.
Yeah, if you buy it online, you don't get the bag.
Oh, well, I might be.
We might have some afterwards, in which case, yes, I think we'll put them up on the website.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the bag, this little bag, has crayons and coins and jewels and temporary tattoos, and then there's also stickers inside for one of the pages.
Okay. Word to the wise.
Yes.
Let's not do that with a green screen.
What?
Because you just disappeared.
Oh, did I?
That white light just reflected all the light going back to the green screen. But I am actually very proud of that cover. That was a lot of work. It doesn't look like it was, but geez, that was a lot of work.
Yeah. And all the drawings inside.
Yep.
There's drawings inside.
Be careful.
That are to be colored. Like it's a coloring book, right?
It's a color. I like it. I think it turned out really well.
And then there's what is your pirate name?
Okay.
Little contest thingy.
I think it turned out really freaking well.
This page is for stickers.
Do
you
we
make
have
a little
stickers?
face.
Yeah, we have stickers.
There's stickers that go with it. And then there's a crossword puzzle and a word search.
Yeah, I said this last week. We need to mirror your screen.
Yeah.
So that flip it so that it looks right to you.
Yeah.
Because it looks backwards when you see it, but when everybody else sees it, it's fine.
Anyways, I'm very proud of that book. I pulled
that was an expensive run.
I pulled it together in 3 weeks, which is the most.
Yeah.
All those drawings.
And you want to tell the rest of it?
22 drawings.
You want to tell the rest of it?
What the rest of it?
That it was started by AI?
Oh, I asked the AI would I write a story about
pirates or something?
A pirate story for kids. And it gave me a bunch of suggestions, and I went, oh, that's not too bad.
That works. And you went from there.
Yeah, and then I wrote it. And then, of course, you had to put, the pirate lingo in there as well. And
Erg.
And then I had to figure out that I actually draw pirate ships not too badly.
So, speaking of pirate ships, I'd call that a segue, wouldn't you?
There's monkeys and all kinds of stuff in there.
Okay. Wasn't that a good segue? Pirate ships?
Segue, yeah, because we're getting ready for this weekend coming, which is...
Is that this weekend?
It's next weekend, yeah. The Buccaneer Day Bonanza.
Festival or whatever they call it.
So there's a...
What do they call it? Buccaneer Days?
Buccaneer Days, yeah.
Okay.
So there's, I think, a dance
hang on. I have...
stuff on the Friday, and then Saturday is...
okay, this might look a little weird, so just hang on.
The parade and the pancake lunch, breakfast, and then there's stuff in the marketplace. We're in the marketplace, in Archie Brown Arena. We're in the Buccaneer Day marketplace.
So let's take advantage of...
Very excited to be a part of that.
There we go. It's on. It will be very shortly on your screen.
Oh, you got to roll it up and show the picture.
For what? That's the actual page. Oh, you want the back where the picture is?
I want the picture. Yeah,
that one?
See the picture? That's my favorite pirate.
Hey, that was my idea, by the way.
Yes.
I need credit for that, okay?
It's good. Oh. Good idea.
You know what? Waving at a camera when nobody can see it is really kind of redundant.
Yeah. Yes. Anyways, should we do an ad now?
Might as well.
Okay. So, Philidith Publishing is celebrating its 20th anniversary, and as I said, we'll be at the Buccaneer Day.
Okay, let's put this screen up. Try this one. There you go.
Yep, the Buccaneer Day Dearlio. So, do you have a way with words, a passion for prose, A talent for poetry? If so, Philidith Publishing wants to hear from you. We're currently accepting submissions for our upcoming anthology collection, and we're looking for the best and brightest writers out there. Whether you prefer to spin a yarn in 1,500 words or more, or distill your thoughts into 40 powerful words of verse, we want to read what you've got. And the best part, we're paying $50 for every accepted piece. That's right. You could get paid to share your creativity with the world, but you've got to act fast. The deadline for submissions is approaching quickly. We've received quite a few, so they're coming in. So what are you waiting for? Grab your pen, dust off your keyboard, and get writing. Whether you've got a story to tell or a message to convey, we want to help you share it with the world. Submit your work to Philidith Publishing today, and let's create something beautiful together. And that's manuscripts.
Here, let me put it on the screen.
At philidithbooks.com.
It's on your screen.
So, Philidith.
And I do believe it's in the show description, the show notes.
Philidith is a Gaelic word for bard.
I knew that.
Or poet.
Oh, speaking of that, I did find the proper image for the logo.
Oh,
the
yeah?
JPEG version. Yeah, I did find it.
Okay.
I knew I had done it.
So it's FILIDH. Books is the website. So it's
.com.
.com. So
I think we should do a .ca site.
.com. So it's
get me started on that.
so it's manuscripts at Philidithpublishing.com.
Yeah. Philidith Books.
Philidithbooks.com. Sorry.
Yeah.
Philidithbooks.com.
Okay. And they are a sort of sponsor, right?
They are. Philidith is a sponsor. Yes. Absolutely.
One of our sponsors.
Absolutement.
Speaking of sponsors.
Yes.
This is what they were selling this week on my Razor store. Oops, hang on. You got a subscribe button first. I hit the wrong button.
Uh-oh.
There we go. See? Nice new headset.
Where?
It's a nice headset.
Oh, nice.
Except, can you read the bottom gray bar, right side?
Gray bar. No, I can't read it.
It says out of stock. It just went out of stock just before we went to air.
Oh, no.
Yeah. That's an expensive freaking headset, too.
It's nice, though.
I saw one online that I think
like the mic, especially.
If we had the cash, there's one that uses a 3.5 jack, little tiny one, right? For the earpiece.
Yeah.
But then has an XLR connector.
Yeah.
Which is what uses on your microphone. I'm pointing at you and they can't see me.
Right.
For the microphone. That would work perfect for you. You need to have a mic like 6 millimeters from your nose.
Yeah.
Because you're a very soft-spoken speaker.
So if you're doing an ad for these people, maybe you should show them something is in stock.
Well, I could, but yeah, that was, all you do is go to the actual Razor store through the link, the affiliate link. It just takes you to the main landing page.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get there. There we go.
There we
How's
go.
That?
Okay, what's this?
I'm always doing laptops. Let's try something different.
Okay.
Let's do desktop components like radiators. And for the uninitiated, that's a cooler.
Oh.
If you look over here on my PC, this thing up here, that's a radiator.
Okay.
It's like a car.
And
I sure ran it hard the other night during my live stream.
Yeah.
I reached up afterwards, went up here and went, ooh, that's kind of warm.
That's warm, yeah. So the cooler wasn't working too good.
Well, it wasn't that it wasn't working good, is because I had the software off that controls them, because every 5 seconds the thing would go ding dong. And I figured, you know what? Let's just turn off the ding dong.
You didn't like the computer calling you by your secret name?
Yeah, whatever. You're funny. But anyways, it's now working, and now you notice it's got the vomit color going again. I should pull the camera up, but I can't. There's a bottle of pop in front of it, so nobody wants to see that.
It's blue. What are you talking about?
Blue and red.
Oh. It's
blue and red. Watch it.
Okay, I don't want to, because it works back and forth. It makes me nauseous.
I could slow it down and make you vomit even more.
Okay.
So all we need to do is go there, buy something through the link in the show description, and you get 20% off pretty much everything on the site. And we make like 5%, and so you're helping out me.
And get a discount yourself, yeah.
Yes, and you get a big discount yourself, and some of that stuff is expensive.
That's good.
I have started working on another line at my store here that you can't see until I push the button. I've started working on a new line.
Yes.
I got basically a line full of hoodies.
Cool.
And I can get that horrible color.
Can you get orange?
I can get the safety orange
Oh,
for Papa.
that's good.
No, it's not good.
No, it is, because I bought him a safety orange hat.
Oh my God, the thing lights up the frickin' room.
Yeah. Now we have safety orange in the front lawn too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hang on.
'cause
Hold that thought. Just hang on a second. Is it dark out?
Does it glow in the dark?
It does.
It's supposed to.
It does. Just hang on a second.
So
Fill the void while I type.
We did some spring cleaning, and well, not cleaning, please. No, spring gardening. So I have lots of pots and stuff that have annuals, and they've all
apparently
died.
the raccoons don't like them either.
So we have to get new ones. And I did have a palm tree that I inherited from my mother that is gone, and so I wanted to replace it. So this year I got a snowball plant that I'm starting off there. But
is that what that's called?
it's a snowball plant, yeah. And I got another little tree in another pot, and then a bunch of
hang on, let's
annual
do
flowers, and it looks pretty nice out there. But we have this little
hang on, I forgot
wrought iron bike.
Here it is.
Excuse me. This little wrought iron bicycle.
Yep.
That looks like someone who's like 2 or 3 would ride it, right? It's just a little tiny thing, and
ready?
it has spot there it is there. And it's got, you can put flowers in the front, and then there's 2 little side carriages that you can put flowers in the side. So I got flowers.
Jesus.
Got flowers, and then my partner bought some Rust-Oleum paint and all that. And I said,
it needs another coat.
Get something that glows in the dark.
It needs another coat.
So we got this psychedoozy orange.
I see what you mean about the Japanese maple, though. Holy crap!
Yeah,
is that ever growing?
Yeah, it's getting big. It needs to be cut back.
Okay.
And I was gonna put pink plants in that, and then you get that orange. I thought, oh, I can't even stand thinking about that. So I had purchased these dark reds and
you can
blue.
Sort of see it. Hang on.
Little blue flowers, and I thought, well, those would look better. So I put those in.
You can sort of see it in this image.
Which
the little bamboo things in the way, but those 2 plants, apparently the raccoons don't like one of them.
The hanging pots, yeah.
He knocked it off last night. I think it was in his way.
Yeah.
That's our front door, by the way.
Yeah.
That's the doorbell. If you come over and ring the doorbell, we'll see you coming.
You see the white shelves on the right there. The other tree is right there, and then right beside it, and then on the left by the pole. Now I'd like to see those poles painted.
Oh, we could do that.
Yeah.
The problem with right here in this area
Yeah.
that you can't see the mouse moving around in
Yeah.
is that it doesn't get enough sunlight.
I can't actually see the mouse.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, well, the front of it does. The front of those shelves will. So at the top shelf is a pair of my granddaughter's boots.
How's that?
Yeah, a pair of my granddaughter's boots.
Little
And we put flowers in those, and that's at the front.
Yep.
But anything below that will get.
What about this one on the ground? What is that?
That's the other shrub.
Oh, is it?
I can't remember
what
what
it's called. I gotta get out
called.
of this shot. I don't want people to study where we live. There you go.
You missed the psychedoozy
Oh, it's there.
disco ball on the top there.
Yeah, which I unplugged because it drives me nuts. Okay,
Yes.
so
well,
I've got one more thing to give out today. Wait, no, that's it. The other stuff hasn't come back up yet.
what other stuff?
They're redesigning the Gamer Fuel website. You could still buy it
Oh yes.
if you know how to get to it.
Yes.
But the link is still valid. It's now up to 50% off.
Oh, I wanted to buy some of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll get there. Let me just kill the doorbell shot here. There we go. And that's all I got for advertisement. I got a couple of things more to talk about if you want.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know that wonderful hashtag thing on the end of your Discord username?
Yes.
They're getting rid of it.
Yeah, I think mine was 5943 or
Yeah.
something.
Well, and it's caused a little ruffle with the creators. I know Linus was ranting about it for an hour last night.
Oh yeah.
Or Friday night. I watched it today finally. It's like, holy Jesus, dude, back up. He gets a little focused.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Luke got focused on something else, which I can talk about here in a minute because it's sort of related. But everybody else uses the @ sign, right?
Yeah, like Twitter.
Twitter. Facebook does sort of. YouTube does as well.
Instagram.
Instagram does too. If you do @polykiss,
Yeah.
because it's related to your site, it will come to you. I just tried it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If you do, YouTube.com/@polykiss because it's the custom URL.
Yes.
It will come to you.
Oh, there
Eventually. Eventually.
Oh, well, that's good.
And like we've said, if you want to get a hold of us, it's in there. Tweet at us. It's probably quicker for some of us.
Yep.
You could Facebook us, but we don't always check those as often as we should. And that leads me into another story.
I actually check Facebook a lot more than I...
Well, that's the old age thing, right?
Yes, it is actually.
So Google has announced, you ready for this?
Yes.
You will no longer need a password to sign into your Google account.
Wow. Why?
However, because it's going to use a passkey.
Oh, Lord. Something else I have to remember?
No. It's going to be embedded into your phone's iOS, on an iOS or a Google phone. Or on either device, it'll use your biometrics.
My thumbprint.
Your thumbprint. Or your Face ID in this case. Which isn't as secure as you think, because your girls can technically actually any of your kids could open your phone. As long as they hit the right metrics on the Face ID.
Yes,
if
and
it matches.
It doesn't recognize me unless I go.
Because that's the picture you took when you set it up. It makes me laugh when you do it. So, but that's the big thing this week is Google's made this change. Microsoft, because they're safer, right? Passkeys are safer. They're stored on a device. They're not relevant to the thing that got Linus, which was the token. There'll be no more tokens on your browsers. It's like cookies, right?
Right.
But what the token does is hold the information from the cookies. So that's how they got around the two-factor authentication. The token was already there because YouTube doesn't validate your password after so many minutes. Because that would be freaking annoying.
Yes.
You know what? Our own security is annoying. We got no choice. These people are out there to get money. Because all they're trying to do is hijack the account and make money.
Yes.
Now, obviously, they're still making money off it because they're still doing it.
Yes. Well, that's true. I find that all this 2 and 3 part
it's
stuff
you know
is
what?
the only person that can't get into my account is me.
Yep. What else have I? This is a bit of an old. Well, actually, it's not old. So I've heard this a month or so ago. There's a new restaurant coming to Victoria for a limited time. So it's a pop-up restaurant.
Yeah.
It's called Brick Burger. It's a Lego-themed burger joint.
Oh, interesting.
Here, I'll show you. Check this out.
Oh, interesting.
It looks like a burger. I love it.
It looks like a...
Although that green thing looks
like
gross.
a Lego thing with a burger.
It looks like a Lego brick. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
And when is it coming to Victoria?
October 7th and 8th this year. So it's only 2 days.
Oh, interesting. Right before Thanksgiving.
Yep. I think that's freaking cool.
Huh.
I just saw that floating around the Google News site, along with a couple of other things.
That's cool.
The Alberta wildfires, they're really getting burnt up. Usually it's us.
Yeah, I was watching some of my people on Facebook.
Yeah, some of the video. If you've seen some of the video,
that are
and
they're being evacuated.
It's 2:00 in the morning, and the fires are so bright you never know it.
Wow.
What else we got? You got anything else?
Just the Saturday Night Live wasn't a new episode this weekend because the Writers Guild of America is still on strike. A lot of the shows are like I watched The View, and they're having to think up their own questions and stuff.
Oh, this is interesting.
What's that?
There's a video out there that shows everybody's favorite princess.
Me?
No, not you. Kate.
Yes.
Her supporters throwing a cake baked by her in King Charles's face.
Oh, interesting.
Without them trying to stop them.
Oh, interesting.
Yep. No, so it's in the Google News, it's in the fact check, so that it's not sure if it's real yet. It hasn't been checked. I just saw that pop up on my Google News feed.
There are some bizarre things going on over
there. Let me just close off some of my things here so I don't...
And so my wish is for Ilya Samsonov to regain his health and...
You know what? I think the kids deserve to start.
Yeah, I think Wallace deserved to start.
He's deserved
for
to
sure.
start. Yeah.
Yeah, but we'd like to make sure that Samsonov isn't badly hurt.
You need him
out of the game,
But you need Matt Murray to
on the injured list for a while.
Oh, here you go. I found one. the new smaller version of the headset.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Here you go. How's that? Nice and green. You know, I never really realized it that I actually have a bucket load of Razer products.
Oh, I knew that.
I got keyboard, mouse, and this little doodad thingy over here that I haven't plugged in recently.
The doodad thingy.
Here, if I can pull it out.
You're speaking my version of geek.
I can't pull it out. Can you see this far? That's all I got. I don't have any cord on it. You put your hand in it, and it goes like this.
What does it do?
It changes buttons. I use it for the flight sim and put it on my leg because I'm playing my DCS in VR, so I can't just reach out and punch my keyboard. I can't see it.
Oh, yeah.
But I put it on my leg and I push the function keys that would be for radio and whatever, so I've got it right at my fingertips.
I have to try. I haven't done any VR stuff with my headset for quite a while.
We have to install it still.
We have to do some Beat Saber and some.
Yeah.
I'd like to try that Among Us.
That's like $5.
Yeah, in VR, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, but you get nauseous in Minecraft, so.
Yeah, but I didn't on VR. I don't know.
It's because the latency's high enough.
Yeah, the Minecraft was about because you were going around and around.
The head was bouncing up and down like
yeah. It was like, excuse me, I'm going to throw up. What else we got here?
I'm out of stories.
I got American Idol, Katy Perry and Lionel Richie being on King Charles' coronation concert. So
they were at the coronation, both of them.
Yeah, we'll look for.
There was some who's who at that coronation, I'll tell you, and there's some who's who that weren't there.
Yes.
Everybody's making a big deal about the President of the United States not being there.
Why would he be there? They haven't been before.
The tradition is that they don't go.
Well, yeah, because
why would the sitting U.S. president swear to the British crown?
Exactly. There's there's a little thing in 1776.
And there's a tradition of sending special envoys.
Yes.
And he held up the tradition.
Yeah.
And that's why they denied Trump's thing to go, because he was a president.
Yeah. Well, because we just don't want him there because he's
we
obnoxious, but okay.
Here's the funny part. He can't leave the country anyways.
Yeah, he's in a...
They took his passport.
Oh, did they?
Yes, they did. They had to surrender his passport.
Interesting. He's in a heap
of trouble all the way around. Let's not start that, or we'll be here for 2 hours.
He's in a heap of dung, yeah.
And we'll be here for 2 hours, and I have to go to the bathroom, so...
Well, thank you for that update.
Well, I could tell you exactly what I need to do.
I don't want to know what you need to do.
I need to get a drink. Haha, fooled you.
So you had nothing else?
We could talk about the game that released last week.
Or we could talk about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
We went and saw that the other day. I actually enjoyed that movie.
Yes. No spoilers, but
I realized why.
There was a Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special.
Yep.
Be sure that you've seen
Go
that.
see that first, or some of this movie won't make sense.
Yeah, before you see Volume 3, and it'll make a hell of a lot more sense.
There'll be a whole lot of shocked faces if you don't.
Yeah,
that's what you'll do. What?
Well, yeah, it'll make a lot more sense. I mean, it'll make sense anyway.
Actually, stay for the end. The post-credit makes sense if you've seen that special.
Yes, and there's 2
after credit
clips.
It's a Marvel movie, of course. There's that.
So
Jesus,
stay for those. But anyways, I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
The special effects are, I mean, it's a Guardians
of the
Galaxy.
For me. It's the music for me.
And the music and all that. It's 100% in sync with the previous 2.
Although the music is the reason I can't stream some of it.
The storyline is really good. So be sure to see it.
Mm-hmm.
And
hey, tell you what, go see it. Give us your comments.
Yeah.
Tell us what you thought.
Yeah. What was the other one we saw? Was the new Ant-Man we saw recently too?
Yep, the new Ant-Man. That was okay. It was Ant-Man.
Yeah,
that's all I can say.
A consistent with the previous. Yeah.
And I didn't go see it in the theater.
And now we're looking for the end of Flash on TV.
That's this week or next week. There's 3 episodes. There was 3 episodes left last week. There's 2 more. So 2 more weeks.
Yeah. So
end of the Flash series.
So we're cruising into summertime when there's nothing good to watch on TV.
Oh, I know. But that's why it makes you go outside. But hey, that's why I play video games. And if you've been watching my channel, you would have known I played a game last week.
What was the game?
The live stream. I actually got more views on that live stream than anyone I've gotten.
Oh, because you yip-yapped for an
I
hour and a half
yip-yapped for an hour.
while it was downloading.
Well, it's because their servers just got hammered.
Yeah.
Oh, you should see the tweet they put out that caused a whole ruffle
Yes.
over this Jedi Survivor game.
Yes.
It said that people were having performance issues because they were using high-end hardware on Windows 10 that was designed for Windows 11. So they were blaming the users instead of themselves.
Yeah. No. No.
I mean, I made some minor tweaks looking through YouTube and figuring out how to tweak the graphics for my machine. You have to get over your ego a bit. You think your gaming machine is good, but it is, but it's not. It meets the minimum specs, so you got to dumb down the graphics a little bit for yourself,
right,
to actually match your hardware. Now, I cheaped out on my processor and I paid for it. Right, I paid for it there, and I'm not spending $600 on another processor just yet. You have to have the money to do that first.
Do you feel like Charlie Brown? Wah, 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 wah.
Well, people are watching it. That's all I can say, and I thank them very much for it.
Yeah.
The last part goes up Monday? What's the date today? 7th? Yeah, tomorrow. So I've got all 21 pieces. It took me 21 videos.
Do you believe that this is Monday, May 7th?
No, it's Sunday, May 7th.
Or Sunday, May 7th? Do you
I know,
believe that it's May 7th? Like
no.
Already?
I know, eh?
We're almost halfway through 2023.
I'm actually looking forward to summer, sort of. Because when I look forward to summer, then I can realize the winter's coming and I can play hockey again. Although, you know what? If I was, actually more motivated, I could play now.
It's almost Big Brother time.
Yes. Yeah, Big Brother US. We don't watch Big Brother Canada. I can't get into that show. I don't know why. I do not know why. Okay, there's a Twitter picture I have to show here. I'm sorry. It's too funny. It was just popped up on my Twitter feed. You ready?
Yes.
Can you read that one?
No.
Oh, here, make it bigger. Hang on, let me make it bigger.
If I pee here,
this will all be mine. It's a dog.
Yes.
You don't get it?
Yes, I do.
Okay, now I have to make it smaller again.
I thought there was more to come below it, that's all.
Oh, you want to see the more below it?
What's the one below it? That's Prince Charles, and what does she say?
What century is this?
Because it's very old-fashioned.
Oh, it's very... Yeah, but there's some pretty... what's the word I'm thinking of? Because this woman here.
Yeah.
That's that.
What was the word they kept using? Modernity.
Yeah.
Whatever.
She's the head of the Privy Council.
Yes. There was modern touches throughout. Absolutely.
That was all his doing.
Absolutely,
too.
But I mean, the cool thing was that's something that's been going on for 400 or 500 years.
Thousands of years, actually.
We don't have stuff that's. I mean, the indigenous folks do have stuff that's been going on for thousands of years, but us, colonials, not here. So that's super cool.
Oh, this one's going to upset PP. Okay.
PP?
Yep. This one's going to upset him.
Oh, yes. So what is it? Justin seeing King Charles?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, is that better?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Having a visit with King Charles.
That was today.
That's cool.
Yep. I think that's cool. Okay, let's get off the Twitter. We'll be here all day. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole.
You're being a twit.
I'm always a twit. You know that. Oh, no. Oh, no.
What?
This guy says, or that's the same one that asked, which century is this? One of her tweets says, I mistakenly kicked my laptop off the bed when I was sleeping. Woke up to this. You want to see it? Hang on. I got to go plus. Anyways, this is what happened. I thought you were watching anime. Yeah, smash the screen, eh?
Oh, dear.
Hey, you know what? 10 years ago, that would have been a disaster, right?
Yeah.
But now you can just buy the display and put a new one on.
Yeah.
That's why the new laptops that Linus is promoting, the new Kickstarter group, Great idea. You can upgrade and change parts on your own laptop. You want a new display? Here's the instructions on how to do it, and it's easy. Oh yeah, that's coming out now too.
What?
EPOS just posted something on Twitter. The new 1080p premium bitrate.
For?
YouTube.
Ah.
Remember we were talking about premium YouTube stuff?
Oh, yes, yes.
I don't get it. It's not on mine yet. But I get a premium subscription. I just paid it, honest. Well, my dear, I think we should wrap it up for the day.
Yeah,
What do you think?
We're getting to what point are we?
An hour and 10.
Oh, well. They're sick of listening to us. We should go.
Probably, yeah. I want to go have more of this.
More coffee?
Coffee, yeah.
Yes, well, I will take my regal self.
Ooh, your hand turns green when you do that. You probably shouldn't do that. Your regal self and go bye-bye?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right,
Goodbye to all my...
Who are you again?
I'm Polykiss, sometimes Polychick BC.
Yep. Or both.
And you are?
I am hyperlynx. I guess it's right there. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And
down there.
You've been listening to This, That, and Then Some.
Why?
Like and
Oh,
subscribe.
hang on. We'll do that. Let's do that now. Make sure you subscribe, like it says,
and subscribe.
and then we do a like at the same time and a comment, because I just jumped the gun there.
Yeah,
Hang
and
on,
comment and tell us stuff,
And one more.
and we will see you next Sunday.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.